what today is? It is my 5th anniversary. I have been doing this for 5 years, you guys. I'm giving y'all extra today, y'all. Hey, child, it is my 5th anniversary. I ain't doing no 5th anniversary video, though. I got too many damn videos to do, so that was the celebration. Y'all join in with me. Child, I'm tired. 5th anniversary of itsrox, you guys, but that is not what we're here for today. We are here for Love and Hip Hop New York, Season 6. Episode what, y'all? What's the episode? Oh, you know you out of shape when you get tired from just doing a little cucaracha. Let's see. It's episode 7. Yeah. Just a real quick thank you to everybody that's been, rocking and rolling with old Rocky for the last 5 years. Whether you was with me from the beginning or you just jumped on the bandwagon, I sure enough appreciate you. That's enough about that. Love and Hip Hop New York, you guys. Let's get to it, shall we? Ooh, child, I really am out of breath from all of that. Okay, let me get my notes together. Where are we going to start? Let's start with Remy. Okay, so Remy Ma has this wedding. It's coming fast and furious, and she's a little bummed about the fact that she and Ra have fallen out because Ra was supposed to help her get the wedding plans together. Pap, being the ever-doting husband that he is, he's decided to step in and help where Ra has conveniently left off. And, Pap is in a hurry to get married because he knows once they can get married, then that means it's a little baby on the way. I don't know if Remy is going to want to have a baby after this wedding, though. Because if you guys see her on her Instagram and everything, looks like she is concentrating on losing this weight. The baby is going to throw that off. Plus, it looks like she's trying to get her rap career back on. So, yeah, I don't know. She looks good. She's a big girl, but, yeah, she looks nice. Anyway, child. Oh, I'm so out of breath. Why am I out of breath from doing the little things, y'all? That's a damn shame. Anyway, the conversation is about the guest list. He wants her and him to get on the same page about who's coming to the wedding. Remy has some issues with a lot of her family, a lot of his family, because she felt like they weren't there for her when she was in jail. They didn't come to visit her. I was like, well, damn, even your own family don't come visit you? I'm sure there's more to that story, but Pap's mother in particular, she didn't visit, and Remy just feels like, she felt like Pap needed to leave Remy alone while she was in jail and go on and move on with her life. Okay, so she has some animosity and some resentment towards the mom, and Pap was just like, look, I want us all to, sit down and talk and try to get it together because, it's family, that's all you got, we need to be here for each other. Remy is still not really sure, but all she does know is that she can only count on Pap. He's the only one that stuck by her while she was in jail. It's a sad situation, that whole thing. People go to jail and it completely destroys families. We hear it all the time, and I guess now we're getting to see it on the TV show. Now later on, we get Pap and Rich and DJ Self of all people together. I was just like, now why they got somebody like a Pap who has, general sense? He's likable. We seem to think that, he's committed to his wife. Why would you even try to put him in the same scene, Mona, as fucking Rich and DJ Self? It didn't even come off right. Rich is talking about how now that his daughter is gone, he's back in, creep mode, no more daddy daycare. Self is telling them about his issues with Yorma and how Rose is, all over him. And, Rich is just like, well, if you love Yorma, then you need to do whatever it takes to be with her. He trying to give him like the quality advice, I guess, child. But it was just like Pap is the only one there who ain't going through all this foolishness with all these extra holes on the side. And you guys got him in there, when Pap come on and he get to telling his story about Remy, he all intense. I was just like, I just wish Pap would just relax a little bit. He was just like, we want everybody to come to the wedding. He was yelling shit. I was like, oh, I'm a little nervous. He's so militant almost. In my eyes, they be real big and shit. But Pap is just telling them like, the family, we've got to get everybody to sit down and talk because I want Remy to understand that, everybody does love her and all of that. So that was their one little, I don't know what's happening with Rich because he don't really have much of a storyline so far. I mean, I guess he's about to get involved with Mariah, so I guess that's coming up. But For somebody that used to be the star really of this show, he has been he's been downgraded quite a bit, y'all. Anyway, getting back to Pap and Remy, they decide to go over to Pap's mom's house. And I can look at Pap's mama from the beginning to tell that mama ain't about no bullshit, okay? Mama looked like she's straight to the point. So when they sit down and Remy was just like, I just felt like you told Pap to leave me alone. You didn't come visit me in jail. You didn't want him to be, bothering with me, the jailbird. And the mom was just like, well, I don't know why you thought that. I was worried about my son. You took it the wrong way. I don't know how else you could take it if you said that you need to leave her alone. But mama said, look, my son was very depressed. He gave up on life. He couldn't do nothing but worry about what you was doing. And I was just like, you need to get on with your life. I mean, I can understand where mom was coming from. I mean, when you think about it, what's the odds of a man waiting around for a woman to get out of jail and they're in there for 6-something years? That is a big commitment. Now, I mean, he did it obviously and he should be commended for that, but that doesn't happen that often. So the mom, I guess, was reacting like any other mother would who has a son and has kids, and when you think about them just putting their whole life on hold and waiting for their woman to get out of jail. And I think they got married after she was in jail. So the mom was just like, you doing all of this? So I can kind of see where the mom was coming from. But again, of course, we can also see where Remy is coming from. She's out now. They're still together. Now it was just sort of like, well, we proved you guys wrong. We still together. And you guys didn't even try to support me. But once Remy and the mama got to talking, Remy kind of understood what she was saying and how Pap was just inconsolable. But Remy still can't get past the fact that her own mother didn't come visit her, and I don't know if I would be able to get over that real easily either. Now, I don't know if her and her mama didn't have a really good relationship already. I think she said that they didn't have the best relationship. She felt like the mom hadn't been for her, been there for her growing up, that she's always had to kind of fend for herself. And that was the reason why she ended up in jail, making bad decisions, hanging with the wrong people. So Remy has other issues, I think more deeply rooted with the mama. Pap's mom was like, you really need to try to get that shit cleared up with your mama too. The wedding is coming up. You want everybody to be there and to be happy. So that's pretty much it with Remy and Pap. Now, right, you guys, she sits down and has a come to Jesus meeting with her fellow booster friends, okay? And she's letting them know that, damn, shit is kind of fucked up right now. She had this fashion show and her artists were fighting. How Lexi is mad at her. And on top of that, her and Remy fell out. And the boosters was like, what? You and Remy not friends no more? She was like, yeah, girl, and I don't know if I'm ready to forgive her for the shit that she did, that Remy did. I mean, I guess Remy did cut up a little bit, but it was just like, bitch, you was cutting up because your ass didn't come help. Anyway, she says she's not really ready to forgive her, but she does miss Remy. The boosters was like, girl, you need to try to work that out with Remy. Now, speaking of the boosters, one of the boosters is seeing DJ Self, of all people. Like, he's so desirable. I guess he's the only available man on the fucking show other than Rich. Okay, so I guess that's Mona's angle. We got to get DJ Self involved. Like, why the fuck is he in everybody's pants? We got Yorma, we got Cardi B, we got Rose, and now we got this booster, child. Okay. Skipping over to Mo, she's relieved. Now she ain't working with that old shady ass Rod no more, and she is happy to be working for Yandy. Yandy is doing the damn thing, getting her studio time, getting her music, putting her in contact with producers. Bitch, she know what the hell she doing. All Yandy always talking about is getting that money, okay? And she says that, Mo is talented and she's willing to put in the work to make this money, okay? So that's what they about to do. This is where Yandy fucks it up. So she tells Miss Mo Money that DJ Self is having another one of those ciphers and that she wants her to perform in it. And she's also going to be going up against Young B, which is also Yandy's client. And Yandy's whole thing is a little bit of friendly competition ain't never hurt nobody. I just feel like it is a conflict of interest that you represent. I mean, it's not really, you can represent whoever you want to as a manager, but is it really the smartest to represent two hood ass girls that can't stand each other, ain't got no fucking training, and don't know how to act when they see each other all the fucking time? It's just like you asking for trouble. We was all over Mimi for this exact same reason when she had Jessica Dimepiece and Tiffany Fox meet with Jazzy Faye at the same time. So it's like, now you a professional, Yandy, you should know that this is not really the best way to go about things, right? But Mo says, you know what, that's fine. I'll go up against the bitch and I'm a kill it at the cipher. Now, Lexi is mad about Ra. She a damn rapper and she's up here walking in a fucking fashion show and got the nerve to have Mariah Lynn performing at the fashion show. She don't have nobody else to talk to but this damn Mo, even though they're not really in a group anymore. But, you know, they consider each other sisters and they should be able to talk to each other. So, you know, Mo kind of comes down there. She's already in that, oh, well, bitch, I tried to tell you mode. And Lexi is just like, do you know that I was in the fashion show and she had Mariah Lynn performing? Mo just starts laughing like, bitch, I tried to tell you. Like, when did you think that Rob was going to do anything for you? I've been telling you from the very beginning that bitch is not helping you at all. Lexi was just like, well, that might be your opinion. And I was like, bitch, don't get all, you know, offended now. She telling you the truth. Just to twist the knife a little bit more, Mo tells her that Yandy is putting her in the studio and that she's working on her solo album and that it's all good. You know, she got a producer and everything. So Lexi, you know, the little green-eyed monster is just like, damn, she doing all of that. She's like, yeah, I'm even going to be performing in the cypher. And, you know, Lexi was like, all right, BBOD fixed it. She was like, slow your roll, baby girl. You ain't going to do it. I said me. Okay, what this we? Lexi was just like, well, I guess I ain't performing. No, baby, you ain't performing. Not in the cypher, not with BBOD, you not. Now that Moden told Lexi what all that Yandy is doing for her, now she really know Ra's full of shit and ain't doing nothing. So she decides to meet with her at a little corner cafe. She walks up and she just sits down and Ra was like, bitch, where my kiss at? I was just like, I told you fucking guys. This bitch, the only reason why she want to represent Lexi is so that she can sneak a fucking kiss in and maybe put a little face in the place. Dyke ass bitch. I'm sorry. I know y'all don't like me to say dyke. That's not nice, huh? I'm sorry, y'all. Lexi was just like, nah, you ain't getting no kiss today. Bitch, you ain't been doing what you said you was gonna be doing for me. I talked to Mo and Yandy is doing all this work for her and putting her in touch with producers and putting her in the studio and got her about to work in this cypher and all of this. And Rob was like, look, don't come up in here telling me shit about what Yandy is doing. I don't give a fuck about what Yandy's doing. I'm a professional, and when you find out all the shit that I got lined up for you, you ain't even gonna worry about what the hell Mo and Yandy is doing over there. I got all this together. She gonna die when she see who I got in the studio for her and all of this. So, you know, Lexi, she's not real sure, but she's willing to give old Rod another chance, okay? She ain't got no fucking choice. She ain't got nobody else to represent her, and she ain't working with nobody, you know, so what? She take her ass on down to the studio. Old Rod and came through with the clutch, y'all. Guess who's sitting up there in the studio? Your boy, French Montana, okay? And Lexi is just like, oh my God, not French Montana, and I get to perform for him in person? Jesus, take the wheel, okay? She real excited. I said, girl. They play this song, and you know, Lexi is rapping and all of this, and she doing all of this. French Montana is sitting there looking like he trying real hard not to laugh. Everybody is all involved in the music, like it's really bumping and all of that. And then when it's done, you know, French Montana was just like, oh yeah, I like it. You know, she's sexy, and I like when a sexy woman says all of this. So Ryan was just like, well, I want you to take this song with you and, you know, just listen to it. And he was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take it. Lexi was like, did French Montana say that he's about to do a collaboration with me? No, that ain't what he said. He said he will take it with him. French Montana being there, I guess that made Lexi happy. I said, okay then, Mona. That bitch show been bringing in the star power this year, ain't she? We done had Lil Wayne on the show. We used Drake's name to death, and now we got French Montana. I said, okay. Now let's skip over to Young B. Okay, it's all this talk about Young B. We ain't seen her in a long time. Her and Cardi and Mariah Lynn, they go out. Not really sure why they are all together. It's like they just throw these people together and it don't make no fucking sense. Like already we see that Cardi B is there just for entertainment purposes. Like she don't have nothing. She kind of reminds me of a Nicki baby. Don't really have a story, but you can tell that Mona likes her, so she has to try to work her in some kind of way. But even Cardi just be sitting there looking and smiling like, shit, I'm fixing to make this wet. Mariah is sitting there talking to Young B and says, you know, I saw you at the cipher, but you know, I wasn't really sure how it was gonna go between the two of us. Mariah has found some common ground in Young B because they both can't stand BBOD. So, you know, Mariah's telling her about, you know, what happened at the fashion show and how Lexi wanted to, you know, jump raw on her and everything. Then she was just like, she got a fucking ass whipping on sight for Mo when she see her, because that bitch got too much fucking lip. Bitch, you was in front of her the other day. You didn't do nothing. Why we got to be planning out ass whippings when you got the opportunity and you don't take it? So, child. Now, Mo in the studio, she working hard. Yandy had then gave her one of the same song, the same track that she gave Young B. This was her way again of sparking, you know, the friendly competition between the two of them. Mo is rapping. What was the fucking line that she said about, you know, I got a men DC. They think I'm Yandy. I was like, what? I still didn't get it. She said she had a men in DC and they call her Yandy. Why? Why do they call you that? That motherfucker said shit. That was hard, bitch. Anyway, Yandy wants to hear the whole song. So, you know, she's doing the rap song for Yandy. Was like, yes, it's a club banger. Everybody can get their groove onto it. And while Mo was doing that, who should walk in but Young B and Cardi B? Young B was just like, what is she doing here in my studio session? And Yandy was just like, what do you mean your studio session? I pay for the fucking studio session. It's my money. It's my track. I can give it to whoever the fuck I want to give it to. Young B was like, okay, but you got me here with her. You didn't put me in this fucking etiquette class, and you didn't give me the music, and you didn't sign me on, and then you got me up in here with her. Like I said, not a good idea. This is what happens, okay? Yandy can't control them, okay? This is two hood ass bitches. They start arguing with each other. Somebody throw water, and the next thing you know, it's a big old tussle. Cardi was smiling like, oh shit, look at this. Now, Amina and Peter, they all in love. They got the damn jewelry box music playing. You know, it's all like ding, 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 ding. They happy. Peter said he gonna be there for Amina because he love her. You know, he gotta make sure that he makes her happy. She's glad that he's finally there. Okay. Oh, Peter said that he's been coming home every single night for the last few weeks. Okay, score one for Peter. I think we all can see that this is the calm before the storm. We already know that Tara got the fucking bomb to drop on Peter. And of course, is when Peter has finally decided again for like the 5th time that he's gonna be there for Amina and the baby. Peter tells us that Tara called him and he's happy, okay, because she hasn't been talking to him since all this shit has been going on between the three of them. And Tara tells us that Dr. Jeff helped her to realize that she needs to be happy. She needs to make her own self happy and move on with her happiness. So, you know, Peter comes over to the house. Tara's hemming and hawing. Well, I called you over here today because the other day I wasn't feeling all that well, so I went to the doctor, okay, and Peter just put his head down, okay, and she was just like, and I'm pregnant. I'm telling you, she looked like she was so happy to tell him that. Here she come telling us, well, this is the bed that we made, and we both have to lie in it. I said, bitch. Now all of a sudden you want to say, oh, well, this is, bitch, you know you playing that shit. Peter's just like, this is such bad news because Amina just had a fucking abortion. She was just like, well, I mean, what do you want me to say? Okay, I don't really have much sympathy for Amina. Okay, she stole my man away from me and my kids. I want to make a point that she said that she was 18 weeks pregnant, like I said last week, and that, you know, because it's so far along, it's pretty much too late to terminate. She didn't say terminate, but she said we, you know, don't have really many options. But Peter, again, he's like, you know, Amina just had this abortion, and now it's going to look like I kind of wanted her to get the abortion just so that you can have another baby, and this is really going to hurt Amina, and you know. I mean, the shit is fucked up. But what did you think was gonna happen? You fucking 2 women, you ain't got no protection. Obviously with the 28 other kids that you fucking have, you obviously have some very strong swimmers, and that bitches get pregnant when they fuck you. So what else did they think was gonna happen, you guys? Peter's all pitiful. He say that, you know, he just feels like he just keeps on making mistakes, and all of the things, all the bad things that people say about him, he just keeps on proving them right. Well, that's what the fuck you keep on doing. Yes, that's what we feel. Shit. I'm so sick of Peter and Tara and Amina. Alright, you guys, I gotta get off of here. I'm supposed to be in my office doing a whole lot of work, so I got to get off. Okay, let me stop. Y'all make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.